Okay, this is 609 Monroe. Not a highly trafficked street, so you definitely won't see a lot of cars coming down here. I did set a comp for this area back here, and I know that there's one right here. This one sold for, I believe, 190 or so when we had done this renovation. Some of these houses over here look like they need just a little bit of work done to them. It's kind of an area that's slowly kind of being refurbished and retaken care of. It's got a nice little carport here. Believe it or not, I was actually in this house probably about 2 years ago. So they've definitely done some serious work to it. I'm assuming that it got sold and that a flipper got a hand on it because the people that I were dealing with couldn't have afforded to do this. That was kind of part of the problem. We're gonna just walk right on here on the inside. Got a wood burning stove. This is an addition, very small little addition that they had put in here. Could be like a cool little sitting and reading area, or maybe like a homework station. Hardwood floors. These are like those original floors from back in the day. That little thin kind of wood. Dude, these are gorgeous. These are really easy to refinish and kind of do whatever you want to. There's a little bit of waviness in them. Not uncommon for houses of this age. A lot of times the piers and the beams or the foundations underneath it could have moved at some point in time. It's a fairly easy adjustment to make. Get a structural engineer to come out here and shim some of these up. Kind of leads over. This would kind of be considered probably more your dining room area. And then you've got your kitchen. Put some decent, nice little Formica countertops in here. You got like a little pass through to the kitchen. You may want to think about kind of removing that piece because it's a little old school, but it's still not too bad. So, got some storage. Little pantry area. We're gonna go over here. This is actually where the master bedroom is, but we're gonna go check out this one first. So we're gonna walk right down here during the hallway. Got some wall heaters here. Again, these nice gorgeous floors all the way through. This, however, is linoleum. So these are not wooden floors, they're not tile. They just kind of did that peel and stick linoleum down there. That has kind of a wood texture. Or a woodish look with the plank style. Decent little sink right here. The tile that they put up in here is very, very luxurious. It's got that real good marble effect to it. Little beadboard here. Okay, and then into bedroom number one. Looks like at some point in time they replaced these windows. All of these windows look newer. They're kind of the vinyl style. They're dirty, but they're not that old metal or lead lined windows of the past. A little storage. One of these might have a crawl space in them, so we need to check out. A little bit of storage here in the back. Put some doors on that, kind of make it a nice little linen closet, finish that off. This is something to be aware of, especially with the age of the home. They may have done some work to the panel, but this was originally wired with the 2-prong. These outlets are most likely not going to be grounded at each outlet, which is fine. That's just how they built them back in the day. But we'll have an electrician come and check this out and let us know what he thinks about it. And they'll do that on the home inspection too. All right, so we're gonna walk right through here and right through the kitchen to the master. So they kind of built this up in a couple of different ways. This, again, looks like a totally addition to the house. I don't think this was original to the house. And there's maybe a little bit of movement in the concrete that's under here. I can feel in my feet, but I have no idea if it's something that we can have looked at or have a structural engineer to come and look at this piece too. I don't believe this was like this when I came the first time, so they've come and added this piece. Looks like they've just tiled over it, made it look kind of really modern, really sleek. Barn door's off the hinge. They just need to get that fixed. That's kind of interesting. And they just kind of added a bathroom right off the laundry room area, because that's probably where they cannibalized the plumbing to add this in here. Probably need to look at getting a shower head over here. And then this is, I'm assuming, doubling as their closet for the master. And then has a washer and dryer. Okay. All right, let's see if we can get outside real fast. So the access to the carport garage is right here through the master and through the laundry room. Cool thing of that is you could potentially come right out of the car, out of your carport, and then go straight into your room. Tried to put some sort of an access panel over here. I'm not sure where that goes to. Maybe to some of the plumbing in the back that they were accessing. They just put some OSB over that. Might need to have that looked at right here. Okay. And then into a nice open backyard. Some of these things are exposed. Probably should have dirt backfilled over there. You don't want that foundation just kind of popping out there. Something that we should probably have looked at. Looks like they've replaced some of the plumbing on the outside with PEX. Be curious to see if this entire house was replumbed or not. Trampoline here. Just kind of some open space. I probably should add a fence here. That's that little addition that's in the living room that they popped on there. These little vents is about where your foundation line actually is. Like I said, if you go under there should be a crawl space, and there's like little piers and beams that you can kind of go under and re-shim, do a little bit of work to. It's very, very common in this area back in the day. Now I would say they're primarily all built on concrete foundations. I'm not sure of anybody that does that now, but I mean, I would say early into the 80s they were still building stuff on that. They had a pool here, obviously, so there's some compacted dirt in case you wanted to go ahead and add another pool. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this one up. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I can't get a great visual of the roof from the street. It does look like it has been re-roofed, that there might be new shingles up there, but we might have to have our inspector actually crawl up there and have a look. So let me know if you guys have any questions.